Welcome everyone to my Dogecoin price prediction for December 2023. Looking forward to discovering what's happening with this cryptocurrency, which has just performed for the 1 year activity a 0.15%. So from the starting time till the current price action, there is almost no difference on Dogecoin. And this is driving us to the question as what has been going on with Dogecoin in the entire crypto rally that we just have. This is a question that I'm about to share with you as a few responses out there in a very accurate way from the chart side, as well talk about some certain external things that are participating into that. Not before, make sure to follow me on my main channel, like the video as well that you're watching, ask me questions in the comments area, and for those of you that are interested in education, especially one-on-one education in becoming a trader, part-time, full-time, day trading, swing trading, and so on, check out the one-on-one coaching program that I have with all the resources needed, including the ability for you to schedule up a free conversation with me and talk about a coaching or trading request. We have basically a done-for-you trading based on commission, no prior fee. Commission is paid by you every 7 days, and we perform the activity by having trading permission with API. So this is basically the discussion on the topic. Now, Dogecoin is having still the ability to keep itself in the top 10 cryptocurrencies out there. It is one of those that is no longer in the spotlight as soon as it doesn't have some great news around it in order to make it move. So you need a trigger point. In other words, this is the external factor that I just said. We need a trigger point for Dogecoin, and once it starts moving, people jump into this crypto by buying it very hard. This is one thing that we all know about it, and it needs to be understood that Dogecoin is not having an easy time moving around in an organic way without having an external factor that triggers the movement. So Dogecoin needs something more than the market triggering the movement, which is why the market right now was not sufficient basically to trigger that movement people expected. We were not doing anything more spectacular than we were during the previous months. Throughout the whole year, we were pretty much having a zigzag activity under the environment trending line. The only thing we performed, which was amazing of course, is the breakout of the environment trending line, and then we have reconfirmed that breakout on a triple structure support. Number one is you have a very strong demand level sitting right there. That is a zone acting with strong buying pressure. Number two is you have your previous trending resistance line coming from the top, which has been transformed into a very strong support line. And number three, the volume weighted average price cloud has three different lines: the lower support, median blue, and the upper resistance. The lower support is exactly where the cloud has been going around into our zone, and we have been putting together all that force, which actually resulted in two major rejections applied by the bulls towards the bears, pushing the price action higher and continuing with that. Now, obviously, that's not something to underestimate. It is a 28% in 7 days. It is nowhere near to be the lowest performing crypto out there, but at the same time, it is not what people expect in a pump and dump manner. However, things are not always based on expectancies, and the markets are having different plans for us, which is why Dogecoin definitely needs some external trigger point, which can trigger the space basically and push it up to 14, 15, 16 cents. However, December's target, if the market rally continues, would not be stopping at the 95, 97, 10 cents perspective, right? So that's basically this top right here. That's a very strong supply zone, which rejected us throughout 2023 multiple times. We have not been able to break out during the whole year of that supply level, which is starting from 95 cents up to 10 cents. And this is, 0.9 cents, not 95 cents, 9 cents up to 10 cents, handling basically such energies that throughout 3 times that have been very strong, we have been dumped aggressively, and the outcome of such dump was major percentage-wise in domination towards the bears. So we don't want to get into that price and then start a bearish market condition, even for short time, but we don't want that at all. we better prefer to have prior retracements like we see today. We better prefer to have prior conditions of the market that are more difficult, yet to construct a specific structure of the price action, allowing us to perform at higher levels very, very soon, once things are prepared, which is the only thing Dogecoin needs. It's just an impulse. When that impulse is appearing, this coin is delivering, guys. So you have to be very patient, and it's very different compared to the other cryptos that are usually moving with BTC and Ethereum quite strongly, some of them. This one right here is waiting for external news, a trigger point, and an impulse in order to be starting the huge wave. But then you know what happens with this one compared to the others? This has the ability to gain so much snowball effect. Then it outclasses all the other cryptocurrencies. If Dogecoin prints above 20%, people get crazy around it, knowing from historical action that whenever Doge starts moving, it does 200-300% movements. So they don't want to miss that, and people do not mind buying Dogecoin after it has increased even 50%, knowing that this crypto has the part of volatility very, very active. So there is room, basically. Everyone knows that, and everyone says that there is room to be making profits even you buy after 50%. Again, I'm not saying that personally I suggest that, because it depends which is that moment and how does the market looks like and what are the news are we talking about and all these things. You just don't look at a single factor and decide based on that, other than if you would like to gamble. Now, this is something that I can see necessarily act a breakout, but then as a first target, I don't mind that. Just like I said, I would consider for the first target basically slightly above 10 cents up to 11 cents. This is the top of the structure that we have been on a downtrending throughout the entire 2023, actually starting from November 2022. So that top right there is major, is the ultimate. That will represent a potential resistance for an organic growth. If the market has a wild trigger point, things like that will not exist. Things like that will not exist. If the market has a wild point, expect basically 80 to 100% in a single movement. Expect that. So something that you see on the left side. This is how Dogecoin market looks. Of course, the other nature of the movement is that when the selling pressure is getting triggered, and if it's just a news-based pump and dump, then things are not going to look that great for those of you that are still holding Dogecoin after it has increased 100%. I mean, again, it depends on many other things that have to be visualized at the live time. This is not something you can say from the beginning that this is exactly how is it going to be, because there's so many variables out there that could appear and change the structure that any form of sentence will be nonsense if you are in a rational perspective like I am sitting. So this is where we are from the most data standpoint. Above 10 cents up to 11 cents is basically where the resistance appears that will be difficult for Doge. Again, if we have power and force from scratch, then things like that will not perform at all, and we're going to go much, much higher, easily above 14-15 cents, and we're going to touch the top we have there, which you're not having the ability to see right here, but let me share with you. There you go. This top right here at 14.50. It will touch this 15 cents candlestick volume, which obviously can trigger volatility and difficulties. You're retracing back basically in the 10 cents, and then you're going to 22-24 cents for a Dogecoin. This is how a strong rally looks like in this case scenario. That's how we are portraying the targets, but in order to perform that, we need to take out this zone, and I'm not going to speak about the one that's a little bit lower, due to the fact that it's very, very near to the current price action, and if there's a strong rally behind such near targets, cannot be set for Dogecoin. Such near roadblocks as well are not very likely, so will not include that, even though it is very powerful. It is our supply level that kept us during the entire 2022 under pressure, right? So I'm sorry, during the entire 2023 under pressure, not 2022. That's pretty much all about today's video. Once again, for those of you that value education and believe it is important to have a proper skill on trading and knowledge, make sure to check out the one-on-one coaching directly with me, where I'll take you by hand and teach you how to trade. This is a private coaching, intensively working together on making sure you become a trader, part-time, full-time, day trading, swing trading, position trading, on derivatives, futures, perpetual, everything. So register now for more information, find out more on the video and on the page, as well schedule up yourself a free call on my Calendly page, including for those of you that would like to participate in my done for you trading. Check that out. No prior fee, only commission from the profits we accumulate, and the commission is paid by you every 7 days. We perform the trading outsourced. You give us trading permission on API from the exchange and we do it. That's all on the topic for today. Looking forward to it, guys. Have a good time. Subscribe to the channel and we'll talk to you soon.